They fired me from the family company for being too soft. But when their biggest client called, I showed them what happens when you underestimate someone. My name is Daniel Carter. I grew up in the shadow of Carter Enterprises, a construction empire my grandfather built from nothing. From the age of 12, I was in the office every summer, filing papers, making coffee, learning the business. My parents, Richard and Susan Carter, ran the company with an iron fist. Business is business, my father would say. No room for sentiment. I was different. I believed in treating people with respect, in building relationships, not just contracts. My grandfather, Thomas Carter, taught me that when I was just a boy. A building isn't just concrete and steel, Daniel. It's people's lives, their dreams, their safety. Those words stayed with me. The tension started small. My father wanted to cut corners on a school project. I refused. It's a building where children will learn, I told him. We can't use substandard materials. My mother rolled her eyes. Daniel, you're thinking like an idealist, not a businessman. The final straw came during our biggest project yet, the downtown revitalization. I discovered our supplier was using child labor. I reported it to my parents. They called me naive. That's how business works in developing countries, my father said. When I threatened to go public, they fired me. The day I was fired, my father said the words that would haunt me. You're too soft for this business, Daniel. You always have been. I walked out with nothing but my integrity. My parents told everyone I quit. They painted me as someone who couldn't handle the pressure. I was devastated, not because I lost the job, but because I lost the family legacy I'd always believed in. 3 months later, our biggest client, Metrocorp, called. They were unhappy with the downtown project. Quality issues, delays, budget overruns. My parents were desperate. They tried calling me, but I'd changed my number. Then they found out the truth. I'd been secretly working with Metrocorp's CEO, Michael Chen, all along. Michael Chen and I had met at a charity event. We connected over our shared values. When he mentioned the downtown project, I saw an opportunity. I started feeding him information about the problems at Carter Enterprises. Quality issues, safety violations, labor abuses. Michael was shocked. I had no idea, he said. I offered to help fix it, behind my parents' backs. The meeting was set up. Michael Chen, my parents, and me. My parents thought they were getting fired. They had no idea I was the one who'd invited them. Michael started the meeting. We have serious concerns about the downtown project. My father interrupted. We can explain everything. But Michael wasn't interested in explanations. He had evidence. Photos, documents, testimonies from workers. Then I spoke up. I think it's time you both learned the truth. My parents stared at me in shock. I've been working with Metrocorp for months. I've been documenting everything. My mother gasped. You betrayed us? No, I said. I protected our legacy, the legacy of honesty and integrity this company was built on. Michael Chen made his decision, effective immediately. Carter Enterprises is no longer the contractor for the downtown project. My parents were devastated. Their reputation was ruined, but it got worse. Michael revealed he had evidence of other violations, other projects where they'd cut corners, other clients who'd been deceived. The construction industry is small. News travels fast. Within days, other clients were calling, demanding answers. My parents tried to fight back. They threatened to sue, to ruin my reputation. But I was prepared. I'd documented everything. I had witnesses. I had the truth on my side. In the end, my parents had to sell the company. But here's the twist. I bought it, using the money I'd saved from my consulting work. Using the evidence I'd gathered, I renamed it Carter Integrity Construction. Our first big project? Fixing all the problems my parents had created. Today, Carter Integrity Construction is thriving. We have contracts with schools, hospitals, community centers. We treat our work as fairly. We use quality materials. We build with integrity. My parents, they're not involved anymore. They moved to Florida. Sometimes I wonder if they regret their choices. But I don't. Every day I build something that matters. They fired me for being too soft, but I showed them that being soft isn't a weakness. It's a strength. It takes courage to stand up for what's right, to treat people with respect, to build with integrity. The Carter name is still respected in this city, but now it stands for something different. It stands for doing the right thing, even when it's hard, even when it costs you everything, because in the end, that's what real business is about. Not just making money, but making a difference. If you enjoyed this story, like and subscribe for more tales of justice and redemption. And remember, Sometimes the softest voice carries the strongest message.